Welcome to the Bible Quiz and Trivia channel. Today, we're diving into the dramatic and prophetic world of Daniel with 30 tough questions that will challenge your understanding of his visions and trials. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video to support our content. After the quiz, share your score in the comments. We love seeing how well you do. Are you ready? Let's get started. Question 1. What kingdom was Daniel taken captive to during the reign of King Jehoiakim? A. Assyrian. B. Egyptian. C. Babylonian. D. Medo-Persian. Answer: C. Babylonian. Daniel was taken captive to the Babylonian kingdom during the reign of King Jehoiakim as part of the first group of exiles in 605 BC, detailed in Daniel 1-1-2. Question 2. Who were Daniel's three friends who were also taken captive? A. Eliakim, Mephibosheth, and Zerubbabel. B. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. C. Ezra, Nehemiah, and Mordecai. D. Joel, Amos, and Obadiah. Answer: B. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Daniel's three friends, known by their Babylonian names Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, were taken captive along with him to Babylon and faced several trials, including the fiery furnace. Question 3. By what Babylonian names were Daniel and his friends called? A. Belteshazzar, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. B. Ashpenaz, Arioch, Marduk, and Belshazzar. C. Nebuzaradan, Nergal-Sharezer, Labashi Marduk. D. Sedemnai, Gideon, Malchus, and Nethaniah. Answer: A. Belteshazzar, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Daniel was named Belteshazzar, while his friends were given the names Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego by the chief official in Babylon, as described in Daniel 1-7. Question 4. What was Daniel's Babylonian name given by the chief official? A. Ashpenaz. B. Belteshazzar. C. Arioch. D. Marduk. Answer: B. Belteshazzar. The chief official gave Daniel the Babylonian name Belteshazzar as part of assimilating him into Babylonian culture, noted in Daniel 1-7. Question 5. What did Daniel and his friends request to eat instead of the royal food and wine? A. Bread and water. B. Vegetables and water. C. Fruits and herbs. D. Milk and honey. Answer: B. Vegetables and water. Daniel and his friends requested to eat vegetables and drink water instead of the king's food and wine to avoid defiling themselves, according to Daniel 1:12. Question 6. What was the result of Daniel and his friends eating only vegetables and water? A. They became weaker than the other youths. B. They appeared healthier and better nourished. C. They were punished by the king. D. They were sent back to Jerusalem. Answer: B. They appeared healthier and better nourished. After 10 days of eating only vegetables and water, Daniel and his friends looked healthier and better nourished than the young men who ate the royal food, as detailed in Daniel 1:15. Question 7. What dream of King Nebuchadnezzar did Daniel interpret in Daniel chapter 2? A. A tree that reached to the heavens. B. A statue with a head of gold and feet of clay. C. 7 lean cows eating 7 fat cows. D. A wheel within a wheel. Answer: B. A statue with a head of gold and feet of clay. Daniel interpreted King Nebuchadnezzar's dream of a great statue with a head of gold and feet partly of iron and clay, representing successive kingdoms beginning with Babylon, as described in Daniel 2:31-45. Question 8. What were the four metals of the statue in Nebuchadnezzar's dream, each supposed to represent? A. Gold, silver, bronze, iron. B. Gold, silver, copper, tin. C. Iron, steel, bronze, silver. D. Silver, gold, iron, lead. Answer: A. Gold, silver, bronze, iron. In Nebuchadnezzar's dream interpreted by Daniel, the statue's metals, gold, silver, bronze, and iron, represented four kingdoms, starting with Babylon as the head of gold, detailed in Daniel 2:32-33. Question 9. Who was thrown into the fiery furnace for refusing to worship the golden statue? A. Daniel. B. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. C. Ezekiel and Jeremiah. D. Haggai and Zechariah. Answer: B. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the fiery furnace for refusing to worship King Nebuchadnezzar's golden statue, an event described in Daniel 3. Question 10. What miraculous sign protected Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace? A. They were invisible to the fire. B. A fourth figure appeared in the fire with them. C. They were cooled by a sudden snowfall. D. The fire did not burn in their area. Answer: B. A fourth figure appeared in the fire with them. A fourth figure, who looked like a son of the gods, appeared in the furnace with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, protecting them from the fire, as noted in Daniel 3:25. Question 11. What was King Nebuchadnezzar's punishment from God for his pride, according to Daniel chapter 4? A. He was turned to stone. B. He was struck blind. C. He was driven from men and ate grass like an ox. D. He lost his kingdom forever. Answer: C. He was driven from men and ate grass like an ox. Because of his pride, Nebuchadnezzar was driven from men and ate grass like an ox until he acknowledged God's sovereignty, as detailed in Daniel 4:31-33. Question 12. How long did Nebuchadnezzar live like an animal as his punishment? A. 7 days. B. 7 months. C. 7 years. D. 7 weeks. Answer: C. 7 years. Nebuchadnezzar lived like an animal for 7 years as a punishment for his arrogance until he recognized the sovereignty of the Most High, as described in Daniel 4:32. Question 13. Who was the king during the writing on the wall incident? A. Cyrus. B. Darius. C. Belshazzar. D. Xerxes. Answer: C. Belshazzar. The writing on the wall incident occurred during the reign of King Belshazzar, as he used sacred temple vessels for a feast, leading to divine judgment, detailed in Daniel 5. Question 14. What did the writing on the wall mean, tekel, parson mean? A. God has numbered your kingdom and finished it. B. You have been weighed in the balances and found wanting. C. Your kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. The writing mean, tekel, parson, meant that God had numbered Belshazzar's kingdom and ended it. He had been weighed and found wanting, and his kingdom would be divided and given to the Medes and Persians, interpreted by Daniel in Daniel 5:25-28. Question 15. What happened to Belshazzar the night the writing appeared on the wall? A. He repented and was forgiven. B. He was killed. C. He fled the kingdom. D. He was overthrown in a coup. Answer: B. He was killed. Belshazzar was killed the very night the writing appeared on the wall, marking the end of the Babylonian Empire and the fulfillment of Daniel's interpretation, as described in Daniel 5:30. Question 16. Who interpreted the writing on the wall for King Belshazzar? A. Daniel. B. Jeremiah. C. Ezekiel. D. Shadrach. Answer: A. Daniel. Daniel was summoned to interpret the mysterious writing on the wall during King Belshazzar's feast, as recorded in Daniel 5. He provided the ominous interpretation that foretold the fall of Belshazzar's kingdom. Question 17. Why was Daniel thrown into the lion's den? A. For stealing from the king. B. For refusing to worship the king's idol. C. For praying to his God despite a royal decree. D. For interpreting the king's dream incorrectly. Answer: C. For praying to his God despite a royal decree. Daniel was thrown into the lion's den because he continued to pray to God 3 times a day, violating a decree that no one should pray to any god or man except the king for 30 days, as detailed in Daniel 6. Question 18. What did Darius do when he realized he had been tricked into punishing Daniel? A. He executed the conspirators immediately. B. He tried to rescue Daniel. C. He ignored the situation. D. He praised the gods of Babylon. Answer: B. He tried to rescue Daniel. King Darius, realizing he had been manipulated into sentencing Daniel, spent the whole day looking for a way to save him and was greatly distressed, as described in Daniel 6:14. Question 19. What protection did Daniel have in the lion's den? A. A magical shield. B. Angels shut the lions' mouths. C. The lions were not hungry. D. He was given weapons. Answer: B. Angels shut the lions' mouths. Daniel was protected by an angel who shut the lions' mouths, ensuring they did not harm him. Daniel 6:22 states that God sent an angel because Daniel was found blameless. Question 20. What was King Darius' decree after Daniel survived the lion's den? A. That Daniel be executed. B. That Daniel's God be worshipped throughout the empire. C. That all lions be killed. D. That the conspirators be thrown into the den. Answer: B. That Daniel's God be worshipped throughout the empire. After Daniel survived the lion's den, King Darius issued a decree that people throughout his realm should tremble in fear before the God of Daniel, as he is the living God, enduring forever, as stated in Daniel 6:26. Question 21. What are the 4 beasts that Daniel sees in his vision in Daniel chapter 7? A. A lion, a bear, a leopard, and a terrifying beast. B. An eagle, a snake, a bull, and a dragon. C. A dove, a lion, a lamb, and a wolf. D. A tiger, a rhino, an elephant, and a phoenix. Answer: A. A lion, a bear, a leopard, and a terrifying beast. In Daniel 7, Daniel describes seeing 4 beasts: a lion with eagle's wings, a bear raised up on one side, a leopard with 4 wings, and a terrifying, powerful beast with large iron teeth. Question 22. What does the Ancient of Days do in Daniel's vision of the 4 beasts? A. He destroys the beasts. B. He sits on a throne of fire and passes judgment. C. He calls forth a flood. D. He speaks in prophecy. Answer: B. He sits on a throne of fire and passes judgment. In the vision of the 4 beasts, the Ancient of Days is depicted as sitting on a throne of fiery flames and passing judgment, emphasizing the sovereignty and justice of God, as seen in Daniel 7 to 9:10. Question 23. Who is the little horn that appears in Daniel's vision and speaks boastfully? A. A king from the east. B. A king of Babylon. C. A ruler who opposes the Most High. D. A false prophet. Answer: C. A ruler who opposes the Most High. The little horn in Daniel's vision is described as a ruler who speaks boastfully and opposes the Most High, attempting to change set times and laws, symbolizing a tyrannical power, described in Daniel 7:24-25. Question 24. In Daniel's vision of the ram and the goat, what do the two horns on the ram represent? A. The kings of Media and Persia. B. The power of Babylon and Egypt. C. The division of Alexander's empire. D. The spiritual and earthly realms. Answer: A. The kings of Media and Persia. In Daniel 8, the two horns on the ram represent the kings of Media and Persia, symbolizing the dual leadership of the Medo-Persian Empire. Question 25. What stands out about the goat in the vision that Daniel sees? A. It has a conspicuous horn between its eyes. B. It flies without touching the ground. C. It speaks human words. D. It wears a crown of gold. Answer: A. It has a conspicuous horn between its eyes. The goat in Daniel's vision, which represents the kingdom of Greece, particularly stands out due to a prominent horn between its eyes, symbolizing its first king, likely Alexander the Great, as described in Daniel 8-5-8. Question 26. What does the period of 77's prophecy in Daniel chapter 9 refer to? A. The end of the world. B. The destruction of Jerusalem. C. The length of Babylonian captivity. D. The rebuilding of Jerusalem and the coming of an anointed one. Answer: D. The rebuilding of Jerusalem and the coming of an anointed one. The 77's prophecy in Daniel 9 refers to a period of time leading to the rebuilding of Jerusalem and the arrival of an anointed one, culminating in significant events for the Jewish people. Question 27. Who explains the vision of the 77's to Daniel? A. The angel Gabriel. B. The prophet Jeremiah. C. King Nebuchadnezzar. D. The Ancient of Days. Answer: A. The angel Gabriel. The angel Gabriel explains the vision of the 77's to Daniel, providing insight into the timeline and events prophesied, as noted in Daniel 9:21-27. Question 28. What significant action does the Anointed One take according to Daniel's prophecy? A. Destroys the temple. B. Leads a revolt. C. Is cut off and has nothing. D. Becomes king of Babylon. Answer: C. Is cut off and has nothing. The prophecy indicates that the Anointed One will be cut off and will have nothing, interpreted by many scholars as referring to the Messiah being killed, which appears in Daniel 9:26. Question 29. In Daniel's vision of the end times, what role do Michael and other angels play? A. They lead armies in battle. B. They record the deeds of humans. C. They protect the people of God. D. They bring plagues upon the earth. Answer: C. They protect the people of God. In Daniel's vision, the archangel Michael plays a crucial role in protecting the people of God during times of unprecedented distress, as described in Daniel 12:1. Question 30. What instruction does Daniel receive about the words of his prophecy at the end of the book? A. To teach them to all nations. B. To seal the book until the time of the end. C. To proclaim them in Babylon. D. To rewrite them in Greek. Answer: B. To seal the book until the time of the end. Daniel is instructed to seal the words of the prophecy and keep the book secret until the time of the end, suggesting that the understanding of these prophecies would become clear as the prophesied events approached, as mentioned in Daniel 12:4.